lights were red and sepia on Lafayette. A slow jazz floor still held the night. Our silhouette, your shadow moved 3 steps slow, a final spin. But when I reached your hand in mine, the world grew thin. Red last waltz on Lafayette, soft and slow and slow. A silent song the two of us know. Time had ceased to be still in that old hall, just you and me. Your coat still smelled of Cabernet as shadows swirled and slipped away. The band kept playing bittersweet while our goodbye moved through our feet. One last turn, one whispered breath, the dance between love and death. I held your eyes, then let you go beneath the street lamps' amber glow. Last waltz on Lafayette, now it's gone, but the echo of it lingers on in every sway and gentle sigh. You waltz forever in my mind's sky. He wrote a poem line by line on a teacup napkin soaked in wine. She smiled and pressed it to her heart as if it were a fragile art. The cafe hummed with vinyl air, 2 hearts entwined in velvet stare. Outside it rained, inside it glowed, and time moved slow and love still flowed. The napkin dried, the ink still bled. With every word he never said, ink on a teacup napkin stayed when all the world began to fade. No photo ring or parting vow, just verses written here and now. She kept it folded in a drawer and read it when she missed him more. No signature, no date, no trace, but every word still held his face. Years went by, the ink grew pale, yet love endured beyond the tale. The cafe's gone, the night moved on, but that small napkin still sings his song. Ink on a teacup napkin, dear, still brings his voice back crystal clear. And when she reads those rhymed refrain, she falls in love all over again. The static hums, the lights go low, the silence drums. Then softly through that vinyl spin, her voice returns. Where has she been? It warbles through the minor bends, a song that knew no bitter end. She sang of stars and silver trains, of nights that never came again. No credits roll, no label signed, but I still hear every time her voice in the vinyl, soft and true, wrapped in crackles, soaked in blue. Each chorus weeps, each verse replies to someone lost beneath the sky. Play her song on Friday nights with bourbon breath and dimmed out lights. The world outside just fades away when her old record starts to play. Some say it's just forgotten sound, but ghosts like her still hang around. She never aged, she never fled. She sings to hearts not quite yet dead. Still spins beneath these quiet skies. I close my eyes and there she stands, a ghost who still holds out her hand. record ends, the room is still, yet in the groove she lingers still. He played autumn like a piano, soft and warm with golden flow. Leaves would fall at every key, and winds would hum in minor C. His fingers touched the changing trees with chords that smelled of chimney breeze. He'd close his eyes on a window light and make the dusk feel soft as white. No metronome, no written line, just time that turned to rust and rime. He played autumn like a piano, not too fast, never shallow. With every note the silence grew, like love that once was fresh, now true. She'd sit behind the maple shelf, a cup of tea, a younger self. He'd play for her, then play alone, when colder days had turned to stone. Some melodies are made to fade, like footprints lost in a leaf cascade. Yet in each chord a leaf still spins, and somewhere fall begins again. He played autumn like a piano, echoed deep in falling shadow. And though the bench is now left bare, his song still waits inside the air. So if you hear a chill at noon, or catch a breeze inside a tune, you've heard his hands still dancing slow on keys that only the smoke when nights grew cold, by window glass with fingers bold, a lipstick mark upon the rim still lingers where the light grew dim. The ashtray holds a silent tale of every pause and slow inhale, a twist of smoke, a laugh, a sigh. Now all it does is wonder why. No wind has moved, no match is struck, but still it waits as if for luck. Even the ashtray remembered her, each flake of ash a whispered blur, a trace of scent, a ghost in air. The way she leaned, the way she'd stare. He dusts the shelf but skips that plate, as if to leave the hand of fate. It's just a dish of glass and burn, but somehow hope she might return. Not all goodbyes are loud and sharp, some linger like a quiet heart. And in that tray her soul still curls in spirals lost to older worlds. Even the ashtray remembered her, still shaped like nights that used to stir. Though time has swept the room anew, it holds her still in smoke and hue. So when the jazz is low and slow, and shadows stretch in amber glow, that ashtray waits as if it were the only thing that still remembers her. There's a place the radios go to die, where wind plays jazz across the sky. An old hill with a rusted tomb, where echoes haunt the ghost of June. Echoes on Gramophone Hill, where silence sings and time stands still. A trumpet cries, then disappears, with voices lost from yesteryears. The record spins but doesn't play. A needle lost, a ghost its sway. The song is gone, the light is low, yet something lingers in the glow. A cigarette on window ledge still burns where memories have edge. He lit it once when you were near. Now all it lights is atmosphere. Some music ends with quiet breath, like love that dies a softer death. Ashes on the edge of the record, notes that time forgot to shepherd. It crackles soft, then turns to gray, like voices you don't hear but play. She used to dance, her hair let down, to jazz that wrapped around the town. Now all that's left is smoky air, and one last track that isn't there. He drops the needle just to feel a world that once was warm and real. melody that once was friend. So if you hear a faded tune, just past the crackle of the moon, it might be them, just one more spin before the fire goes out within. She keeps them in the wooden chest beside the scarf he once caressed. The satin's torn, the buckle's thin, but still they sing of where she's been. Rust-colored shoes with dancing dust, lined with memories stitched in trust. Each scuff a step, each crease a turn, where candlelight and music burn. She lifts them slow with wrinkled hands, and hears again the old brass band. A waltz in rust-colored shoes, through mirrored halls and faded blues, spinning under chandeliers, in gowns that whispered through the years. She wore them once in '59, beneath the stars near blooming pine. He twirled her through the garden light and kissed her hand till morning's white. But he grew cold like winter would, left her with dances misunderstood. And now she waltzes with the air in rooms that no one climbs the stair. A waltz in rust-colored shoes. She closes eyes and softly moves, though time may try to make her choose. She still remembers how to lose. So when the box is closed once more and slippers rest behind the door, know that somewhere in floorboard grooves she's dancing still in rust-colored shoes. A chair at the window, she sits alone, watching the street like a silent tone. Curtains sway with the passing breeze as time dissolves in memories. A chair at the window, facing the past, where echoes of laughter used to last. Now only silence dares to stay, since love packed up and moved away. The kettle hums a lonesome song. She hums along, though the tune feels wrong. Teacups wait for hands once near, but only shadows now appear. The world goes by, but she holds still, wrapped in the warmth his touch would fill. The chair remains, the view unchanged, but everything inside has rearranged. A chair at the window, rain or sun, where love once bloomed, now there is none. Yet every day she takes her place and dreams of once familiar grace. I dreamt in red and sepia light, a slow jazz tune beneath the night. Your shadow moved through smoke and frame, But when I reached, you weren't the same. Red and sepia, soft and slow, where silent films of love still glow. In black tie halls, where dancers glide, I chased your ghost with arms open wide. The piano played in dusty hue, each note a picture once of you. The chandeliers began to sway as memories bled into the grave. A gramophone, a whispered name, the past in reels that flickered flame. You smiled behind a vintage screen and faded out like silent scenes. I dreamt in red and sepia haze of ballroom nights and smoky gaze. Though morning breaks and dreams must flee, that color tone still